Loma street sweepers dump their uniforms in protest over unpaid salaries. Lagos State sweepers employed by the Lagos State Waste Management Authority, Loma, have dumped their uniforms in a public show as they protested non-payment of their 3-month salaries. In a video shared online, the Loma sweepers are seen taking off their uniforms and dumping them in a heap in the middle of a busy road. Expressing their grievances, the state government workers said they have not been paid for 3 months, yet they've been working diligently. I've brought this discussion to the table before, and I think now it's just getting worse by the day. Let's go check out this footage. We'll be back.
Aṣọ yín rèé o, àwọn ò ṣe mọ́ o, àkísà yín rèé, àwọn ò ṣe mọ́ o, ẹ gba aṣọ yín o, a ṣe mọ́, ẹ wá pẹ́rù yín. Ó yá, àbúrò amọ́ o, ẹ dá aṣọ wẹ́lẹ̀ fún ọ.
Mr. Ibrahim, Lagos State Loma MG, kí làwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ṣe fún ẹ? Kí làwọn yaníyà ṣe fún ẹ? Kí ló rà ló?
Welcome to my channel. Do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. Comment your opinion on what you feel about this.
Ìgbà ẹ̀ tó ń sanwó tó wá fìyà tó tó báyìí tó wá fi ń jẹ wá. Kí ló dé? Ojoojúmọ́ là ń lọ bí iṣẹ́. Àmì ìṣọ̀pin Lagos State ó kì tàgbàmọ́ àárọ̀ òtútù láti máa di débi iṣẹ́ títí dago 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́ tá tó máa lọlé. Ìgbà tí kòrónà wà à ń jáde kò sí lockdown fún àwa nọ́mà. Àbẹ̀wò kòrónà àti jáde àmì ìṣọ̀pin Lagos State kì àṣìṣe àgbálẹ̀ kò mọ́. Ebi ti kì. Kí ló wá dé kẹ fún wa sálárì oṣù wa ó tó wá hàbì fún yín báyìí owó oṣù 3 lẹ ń jẹ wá. Ebi ń pa wá, ebi ń pa àwọn ìyá níyà, ebi ń pa wọ́n, ẹ fún wa sálárì wa. Kí ló dé? Ibrahim, kí ló dé? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé? Ìlà ọkọ̀ ọmọ ẹ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó tó. Wọ́n ló fẹ́ fà. I'm an asthmatic patient. Mi ń ṣiṣẹ́ Loma, supervisor Loma lèmi. Òkọ́ tí mi lò. Gbé lọ dọ́tọ̀, èló ló wọ́n, èló ló tó lọ́jà ní pharmacy. This is 6,000 plus pẹ̀lú lè. Gbàtọ́ ń sọ sálárì mi. N kò lè fẹ́ kí n owó kí n fi lọ ra ògùn mi. Má gba iṣẹ́ Babájídé Sanwó-Olú jẹ́ Ibrahim jọ. Mr. Governor Olúṣọlá Babájídé Sanwó-Olú, the governor of Lagos State, ẹ gbà wá, ẹ ṣàánú wa. Bí fi kúlẹ̀ abiyamọ bí fi gbẹ̀yìn bàbá rere governor Babájídé Sanwó-Olú, ìyà ń jẹ wá, ẹbí pa wá. Kò sí kankan ọ̀pọ̀ asálàyé oṣù 3. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ka lọ ẹ wá o lọ fi kan fi wọ̀ nínú kíṣì. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo kíṣì mi. Ó ti pẹ́ kí mi ti fíìlì gáàsì, ó ti pẹ́ kí mi ti dáná, kò sí oúnjẹ, no food stop nínú kíṣìn mi. Kí ló dé? Àbẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́, kí làǹfààní iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe? Àwa gbogbo là ń jẹ́ kéèkó mọ́. Ẹ fún wa sálárì wa. Ibrahim MG Loma, má jẹ́ kí àwọn ìyá ogbó má lẹ̀ kan ṣépè fún ẹ. Tó bá ṣépè fún ẹ, yes, èkó ẹ máa wọ̀n ẹ́, ó máa tó, ó máa wọ̀n ẹ́. Pè ní mi lásìmà, mi lówó fi jẹun, mi lówó fi ra ògùn. Ẹ sọ sálárì wa fún wa, ẹ jọ. Mr. Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, ẹ jọ gọ́vnà, Mr. Gọ́vnà. Mi ń bẹ̀ yín, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ebi ń pa wá. Àwa òṣìṣẹ́ Loma, ebi ń pa wá. Ẹ jọ, Mr. Babájídé Olúṣọlá, ẹ jọ, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ebi ń pa wá, à ń ṣiṣẹ́, à ń gbálẹ̀, à ń jẹ́ kí Èkó mọ̀, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. ẹjọ́ ìṣàánú ẹ̀rọ náà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀rọ náà wò ìró láti ra ògùn ní gomintẹ́ lọ ṣé kí máa tọ́ fáìbára ní ìṣàánú wa ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ ní síkú ọmọ. ẹ ṣe gan ọlọ́run ọdún tí Ibrahim sanwó wa sanwó.
Take it away.
You know, what in this political dispensation, what politicians will create in our environment, they won't be able to handle it. And we've said it on this program severally. This program, we are not to taunt anybody, but we say it the way it is. These Loma officials, they were not employed by Lagos State government. Let us put it aside.
Okay.
But what really happened was that during the creation of private-public partnership, that was what made them to create that agency. That agency, they now have contractors and they have subcontractors.
Okay.
It was these contractors that will employ all these particular
sweepers.
Yes. Who are these contractors? Majorly, they are politicians.
Okay.
In fact, there is no ward chairman that is not involved in Loma. If I'm lying, they should contest that. There is no ward chairman of the ruling political party that is not associated with
Loma.
LGE chairman of the ruling political party in Lagos State,
so
they are associated.
If I'm to take it from what you've said and break it down, this is chop for the boys.
It's the job for the boys.
Job for the
so
boys.
Then another one is man. Then two, many of them, because they always have roles they put to the government for government to pay because they contract. Some of them, they can have like 40 staff. They will put it forward as if they have 60 staff. And Lagos State government, based on the agreement, they will pay. In fact, according to the investigation, that Lagos State government pay 560 million every month on them.
560 million naira every month
on them.
Okay.
In fact, there is a particular woman.
That money is paid to the contractors.
To the contractors.
Okay.
So contractors will pay subcontractors.
Okay.
Subcontractors will pay the that is how it moves.
How much is a sweeper, a Lagos State sweeper? How much do they earn?
It varies. The reason why it varies is this. There are some, I said contractors. The amount that contractor negotiated with government is different. The one that subcontractor is different. Then there are some that are even middlemen. So the amount, so you know the number of cottages that were gone. That one is one. Then two.
So at the end of the day, the sweeper who does the job might not go home with even 30,000 naira.
Another angle to it is this, that this is the 4th month, although they paid them 1, so it now remains 3. When this particular guy really came out, because I interviewed like 4 of them, then they explained some certain things that they know that it's not government that is, but government always pay his own part to the contractors, but the money will not flow down. So because of that, what Lagos State government now did when this particular video went viral was that they now have to create a committee to look into it.
Okay.
And what they now find out was that they know that the numbers they are putting forward, the number when they start do what they call staff auditing, they discover that the number of those people, they are not up to the number they are putting forward. Then two, the amounts they agree they are going to be paying is not what they are paying. What they are paying. So because of that, some of the contractors, not all, some of the contractors has been suspended. In fact, it was in the news 2 days ago. But the problem there is this: if somebody committed that kind of crime, is this suspension alone? They need to
no consequences.
No consequences, and that's the problem. And look at these people. Majority of these sweepers, some of them are widow. We have widowers. Some of them, that is the daily bread they have. They are working. And let me tell you one thing. One of the work that is so tedious that I, as a Yoruba man, know is to sweep. Not sweeping the company alone. You are sweeping the express way that you have to back the expressway early in the morning.
Life is at risk.
In fact, every day I told somebody that if we are seeing those people that need palliative in Lagos State, more than these sweepers, I've never seen that kind of person, because during the lockdown they were always controlling and working. In fact, if not because of Loma sweepers, Lagos would have said, we are talking about a place in Ketu Just imagine, assuming you don't have them. And the way government is doing now, we know that some of them, because when you have some contractors to go, what it means is that some sweepers, many sweepers will also go. But what they go, who is going to replace them? That is another case. That means we are bringing another face of Vision-scape. That is what is going to bring.
Now, this is such an embarrassment, you know, not only to the Lagos State government, but to everybody who is involved in this scam, because it is a scam. And let's not forget, it also calls to mind, like you rightly said, behind the camera, the issue, this same issue that Ambode, former Lagos State government, was trying to fight, which generated into bad blood, and which is part of the reason why it doesn't.
They are even politicians, they can play it, but we have to.
Let me hear Dr. Maduka.
Okay, you see, there's nothing wrong in outsourcing.
Yes.
In fact, modern trend in management said you can outsource certain offices or certain works or functions that you know you cannot handle effectively. But I think the problem the Lagos State got is that they didn't plan it before they start. Just like you said, I think it's a political job as work. So people just come and say, okay, what do we do?
It's compensation.
So they just compensate you
for your loyalty to the party.
And when you talk about multiple contract award, which is even against Procurement Act.
Yes.
You know, it's against the procurement. What they are doing, it's multiple. You know, the same contract.
Exactly. For how many people?
So it is even it's against the Procurement Act, and for them to do this is really, you know, unbelievable. Because another thing is that look at the minimum wage you're talking about. Some of these ones are earning 25,000, and you as a government, you're supposed to protect. You're supposed to protect your policy when it comes to your citizens. These are your citizens. Before you will contract, one of the things you have to do is there must be an agreement where these things are going to be spelled out.
They have.
But the agreement they have is not basically to the end users. It is within the political jobbers. And at the end of it, those people that are suffering are these ones. Because if you say you're paying 560 million per month, how much will it take you to pay somebody 17,000, 18,000, 25,000? You see, it boils down to the greediness of our politicians. And of course, when you say that we have a politics, I keep asking myself, what kind of leader do we have? What kind of heart? Because even Sanwo-Olu will have seen this thing. What has he done? Like you pointed out, now the problem has been discovered. People have what we call it. You multiply the fund. You add to what ought to be. Sanctions are there. Why should you suspend people that you know
without prosecuting them?
And that is how, as they suspend them, it's just for some time.
They will start it as political.
After some time now, they'll bring them back. So there's no consequences to anything that is done wrong in this country. Sanction is not there. And one of the basic attributes of a good governance is that your sanction should be exact as the consequence. So whatever you offend something, it's not about who you are. It's about what you did. And once what you did is wrong, you are sanctionable. And it will help to kind of sensitize others that, look, you can't do anything and just go away like that. No. But Nigeria is just a funny country. But I am looking at Lagos as a model. Everybody is looking at Lagos as a model in terms of governance. So I expect the governor for now, because these ones to me, is the image they are creating for Lagos State. It's more than the money they are losing.
Yes.
Because when this is going viral, the entire world is going to hear it. And it's going to be a minus in image-wise to Lagos State. So when you are doing something, don't do it because, it doesn't really matter. It matters because the world is becoming a global village. Whatever affects you will definitely get to be known elsewhere. So what happened now is they play dumb to Lagos State, and they need to do something about it and as quickly as possible. Because if these people live sweeping these streets for 1 week,
we know what will happen.
I don't know what is going to be the Lagos of what we see, and the effect to what you're talking about, the economy, the health, and all the rest. It's going to affect everybody. Of course, the traffic is already there, and these people they help in sometimes they have to remove most of these debris
from the road, yes,
so that one can move freely. So I think the government need to do something, and of course they have to come out openly, sanction those that are sanctionable, and then of course commend those people who really are commendable. That's what I will say on this.
In addition, there is a particular woman that have the largest chunk of that controls the certain percentage of all the sweepers. In fact, her name is Mrs. Williams, Ola Williams. This woman, they said out of this 56 million, that every month she collects 80 million, according to the report.
Out of the 560 million.
Yes, and another thing again is this woman is being regarded as Iron Lady of the political circle. And one thing again is this: if for 3 months government did not know that these people were not paid, then there are questions that Lagos State government need to answer Lagos residents. Because one thing there is this: I know that the payment of Loma in Lagos now has been shaking since the last administration because of the issue they have with themselves. So it has not been regular. The kind of money they are going to recruit from people, but that money is not what Lagos State is paying them for, because that one is another thing entirely. There is a percentage on that particular one. So it is high time that Lagos State government is, because they don't want those workers to be under them, they are going to pay their pension, they are going to follow the minimum wage. That was why the issue the issue is in Lagos. You cannot be a government. For you to really rate your government, you must do 5 things. The first thing is environment, and that is the issue of this Loma coming. The second one is infrastructure. Then the third one is the economy. The fourth one is security. Then the fifth, which is so much important, is the law. If we can follow the law and have that 5 things, can we ask ourselves, this current dispensation in Lagos, does it have these 5 attributes? The answer is yes.
Now, first of all, I'm shocked to know that the Loma sweepers, they are not directly under the Lagos State government, because for me that is even an error. Why? Because the kind of work they do requires that they be on the highway most times. The risk to their lives is ever there, every single day. So if anything happens to a sweeper, perhaps, who is just doing his or her job, so what happens?
The person,
what happens to the family of that person?
Okay, look at it from this angle. How many of these ones are insured? Because first of all, we talk about national health.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Which is not there. 2, constitutionally, you're not supposed to do what the Lagos State is doing. Because it's like a contract staff. And which is goes against the constitution of the federal government. A Nigerian, a bona fide Nigerian is not supposed to be contracted as a contract staff. And when you talk about what I said before, when you talk about outsourcing, you only outsource certain basic functions, not individuals. You can't outsource individuals. So what Lagos State they've done is that, one, they've gone against the constitution by giving a contract to their citizens. 2, those people that are supposed to be pensionable, like you said, they're not going to be entitled to
it. Of course. And the majority of the sweepers are old already, they are of pensionable age.
2, 3, the insurance policy. They are supposed to put them on insurance because of the risk in their business and in their work. But all this is, I think that's what Lagos, my problem in government, that they look at the economic importance to them than the human life. To them is, how much are we going to spend? Okay, just give them. But you don't look at the importance of the human life in that aspect of what you want to give to people. It's not, everything is not about money. Like I said, when you give somebody dignity, let me tell you, even if in Lagos State you say you're giving everybody 30,000, at least, which is the minimum, give them sense of belonging, that they belong as Nigerians, not as slaves. Because what I discover here, there's no difference between slaves and what we saw here. These are slaves. This is modern.
All right. Before we conclude on this Loma issue, I really want to hear that woman. So if you can upsound her, I want to hear her. She's a widow, and that's what she depends on. Imagine someone who is earning 25,000 and then you're owing the person for 3 months. What do you want that person to do, really? I don't know. I want to hear that woman. Let me know when we can upsound her.
And in addition, did you know?
Sátidé àní